Welcome 4-plussers and YouTubers to Battle Report 14. Chaos Space Marines with Demon Allies versus Dark Angels, 1500 points. This is the second game of Week 1. To watch the first game, click the annotation above. If you watched the first game, you know that I lost my power station to Corey, and this is an attempt to get it back. Not having a power station means that any opponent with a power station is going to receive +3 to all pregame rolls, steal initiative, and reserves. Knowing this prior to the game, I'm going to try and take a list that fights out a reserve and offers very little in the way of turn 1 benefits for Corey. I'm going to try and negate his advantage through careful planning and composition. We rolled Vanguard Strike mission deployment with the Scouring mission. Corey won all the pregame rolls, kind of like we expected. He chose to let me go first since he knows he's going to be stealing on a 3+. On the table, I deploy my non-scoring units, my Whirlwind, and a Land Raider filled with Deathwing Knights and a Terminator Librarian. The Librarian has Furious Charge for his Warlord trait. He is the Warlord. He has Prescience, and he has Ignores Cover Powers. Didn't roll real well on the power chart again. Not super useful, but what the hell. I can make it work. In reserves is 3 Deathwing squads. They'll all be scoring because I have Belial in my other HQ slot. I choose to arrive turn 2 with Deathwing Assault because I expect my opponent to steal the initiative, and since he's getting +3 to his reserves rolls as well, his entire force is going to be on the table, and I'm going to get to see what it looks like before I have to deploy out a deep strike. So I think this is the best way to approach this particular problem. Corey has brought out a Monster Mash list. It is Chaos Space Marine contingent, consists of 2 squads of cultists in reserve, Flying Demon Prince with a Black Mace, and Khorne Lord on the Juggernaut. And the Flying Demon Prince with the Black Mace is the Warlord. His Demon Allies have 2 squads of Plague Bearers. One is in reserve. A Keeper of Secrets, that's the purple chick with wings. And a Flying Biomancy Demon Prince. The Keeper of Secrets got Dominate, Psychic Scream, and the Slanesh Nova power. She carries a Portaglyph, and she got Touch of Uncreation for a greater gift. Not really sure why he didn't trade it for the Lash of Despair, because Touch of Uncreation I usually find is pretty useless most of the time. The Biomancy Prince got Iron Arm, Endurance, and Life Leech, and then he got the Greater Gifts of Dark Blessing, reroll failed and vulnerable saves, that's good, and Lash of Despair, which is also very good when you have Iron Arm up. It's going to be some pretty high strength 2d6 hits. As expected, Corey gets first turn. Everything's going exactly like I thought it would. My plan was to pull him to one side of the board with all of his fast flying stuff and try and get Slay the Warlord if I can. His troops are all relatively weak, so my Terminators are going to come in and concentrate on them and try and just basically do away with his scoring ability, and then I just have to survive to the end of the game. I am outclassed in every aspect of this game. I'm outclassed in mobility, I'm outclassed in close combat, and even though I do have some shooting in my Deathwing army, I'm pretty much outclassed shooting as well. So really what I want to do is make this game short and pick on his weakness, which is he didn't really focus on scoring units. Everything advances towards my 2 deployed units as I expected. He has no way to get first blood because I've got the Whirlwind out of line of sight, so he's just going to do some running in the shooting phase. Keeper of Secrets tosses her Portaglyph over there. 6 Gibbering Horrors go ahead and pile out. Would have been nice if it was only like 3 or 2 or 1, but oh well, it's 6. The Keeper runs, as does the Bio Prince. And that's it. That's his turn 1. Dark Angel's turn 1. Land Raider moves over 6. I want to get some shots on that Portaglyph with my Assault Cannon and my Multi-Melta. I don't get out of the Land Raider. Those 2 guys are actually, they were standing on top to denote that they were embarked, but they'll slide off the back because it's up on that hill. Basically, since the Demon Prince is flying, I'm not getting out because I'm not going to shoot at him. I'm not going to try and knock him out of the air. I'm just going to take my lumps. The Whirlwind moves backwards to get line of sight to the Pink Horrors to reduce scatter. The Land Raider does its job, blows up the Portaglyph. That gives me first blood, stops further waves of troops. The Whirlwind misses the pink horse, but no big deal. Not a bad turn 1. Demons turn 2. The princes both land, tee up charges on the Whirlwind and Land Raider respectively. His Warlord trait actually allowed 3 units to outflank, so his Cultists and his Plague Bearers outflank on the left. You see they've just appeared. His Keeper of Secrets moves over towards him, and his Helldrake comes on with nothing to do, and honestly that was kind of satisfying just to watch it sit there and do nothing. His other Cultists arrive on the right. We go straight to close combat. There's nothing to be shot at. The Biomancy Demon Prince blows up the Whirlwind, and the Black Mace Demon Prince blows up the Land Raider. He only got 2 pens on the Land Raider while smashing, but even then he rolls double 6s, so the goddamn dice streak continues. I'm just going to steal his dice one of these days and throw them away. Turn 2 Dark Angels, time to make my move. Belial and his buddies show up behind the Plague Bearers in the right corner, very far away from everything but the Keeper of Secrets. My other team nails its deep strike and has got a nice teed up shot on the Cultists. My other team scatters just a little bit, but still, good shot on some more Cultists. Everything's going to plan. Focus on the weak troops, kill them, stop them from scoring, survive, hope for an early end of game. Shooting occurs. Belial and the Terminators team up. They kill 9 Cultists. Corey goes to ground, makes like 4 or 5 6-ups. It's really sad, but whatever. On the other side, they go to ground as well. I kill 7. I think he only makes 1 or 2 6-ups. It's much more average. We go ahead and split fire off our Libby just to kill a pink horror. Charge. I choose not to accept the challenge. Only a fool would accept a challenge. When you have a bunch of strength 10 guys standing there waiting to attack, and you have a Corn Lord waiting to just pile in and kill everyone. So I don't accept the challenge. I use my surprise sex mode and drop some strength 10 hits on the Prince and manage to auto kill him, but not before he slips 4 Black Mace wounds through. And like I said, the Corn Lord's just standing over there waiting to avenge his death. Slay the Warlord achieved. Not a bad turn 2. Turn 3 Demons. The Plague Bearers move away from the Terminator death squads. The Helldrake Vector strikes and we laugh at him. Corey gets a bit greedy and moves away from the closest Terminator squad to get within Nova range of 2 squads with his Keeper of Secrets. Bioprince flies down to get after those Terminators. Corn Lord tees up his charge on the remaining Knights and the Librarian. The Bale Flamer, not the Bale Flamer. In the shooting phase, Life Leech actually kills 2 Terminators along with Lash. Then the Bale Flamer kills 2 Terminators, so the Helldrake does get a couple of kills. Good for him. Corn Lord charges in, finishes off the Librarian. Because of Corey's greediness with that Nova spell, he ends up missing the charge with the Keeper of Secrets at those 3 Terminators, and they're free to continue their mission. Can I capitalize? Stick to the plan, boys. Stick to the plan. Kill the troops, ignore the Demon Princes. Good job, Deathwing. They move forward, getting ready to kill some cultists. What? No! No! What is happening here? Belial and the 3 Terminators are apparently just amazed by the purple nippliness of the Keeper of Secrets. And they advance towards her and ignore the Plague Bearers, which, if I was smart, I would have moved those 3 Terminators into the woods, gotten a nice easy charge on those Plague Bearers. I wouldn't have killed them all. They would have wrapped around me and protected me for a turn, and I would have been near an objective to score. Belial's squad could have run up and probably killed all those Plague Bearers in 1 turn. And then Corey would essentially have nothing left for troops except for a couple of pink horrors. Oh well. At least I have the presence of mind to shoot and kill the last cultist over here with split fire. We hang 2 wounds on the Keeper of Secrets. It's a good thing, I guess, since we've decided we're going to kill her. I must have been distracted because this was Corey's newest model, and I kind of have a policy if my opponent comes with a new model and they're all like, hey, look what I just painted, look how nice it is. I really do want to kill it and just make them take it off the board. Oh well. We split Fire Cyclone Missile Launcher off to kill a couple of pink horrors over here with frag templates. We get one Storm Bolter kill on the Cultists. Khorne Lord in close combat finishes job. He goes ahead and kills the last two Deathwing Knights. We charge into the Keeper of Secrets, and Belial misses his charge. It's just like, you know, could anything else go wrong? I went off plan, and then I didn't even get to the new plan. The Sarge does take the challenge to keep the Keeper of Secrets tied up, and ends up getting killed for it. Over here, the Deathwing does their job. They stick to the plan, not distracted by the unpainted Demon Prince. Instead, they just kill a couple cultists and consolidate up on the hill. Turn 4, the Prince moves for an easy charge on the Terminators. The Khorne Lord is making the best possible time to where the combat is. The Pink Horrors go ahead and move towards the closest objective. Plague Bearers decide to turn around and come back. Now they want to fight with Belial's squad. I don't know what's going on. They're a little bit schizo or something. Close combat ensues. The Bio Prince kills Sarge in a challenge. That's why Deathwing Sergeants exist. They suck thanks to GW's inability to have a good command of the English language. They went and made the FAQ to make Deathwing squads the way they always were, but then they kept the Sarge from trading his power sword. Because, you know, power swords on Terminator Sergeants are like tits on a boar. They're useless. Belial's squad does what it's supposed to do. They wreck 7 Plague Bearers, while Belial tanks 9 wounds from the Plague Bearers and shows everybody how it's done, failing only a single save. The Keeper of Secrets dispatches Lloyd and Harry there. Turn 4 Dark Angels. There's only close combat to complete. The Bio Prince kills 1 Terminator. Belial and his squad finish off the Plague Bearers. Of course I forget one picture. Can't be a perfect battle report. Turn 5 Chaos, Keeper of Secrets charges into Belial's squad. The ensuing combat sees her get killed along with 3 Terminators. Turn 5 Dark Angels, we go ahead and consolidate onto our 3-point objective there and roll for end of game. It does end with a tie game. I end up having a 3-point objective with Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker, and First Blood. Corey ends up with a 2-point objective and a 3-point objective and Slay the Warlord for a 6-6 game. It was a great game, and in all honesty, I think the Deathwing had a mighty good showing. I'm very happy with their performance today. And I believe had I actually stuck to plan and gone after the troops instead of the Keeper of Secrets, I probably would have won the game 6-1 or 3-1 or you know, something along those lines. So, anyhow, the moral of this battle report is don't be distracted by purple nippliness. Thanks for watching. I will continue to work on my Dark Angels until I produce a win one of these days. Please leave comments about how awesome Corey's demon paint job is on his Keeper of Secrets. You know, he's forced to check this video periodically to see what people think. Thanks.